We made it to the Rockies!
Finally here. Look at this.
So ever since I was a kid, probably about 10, I've always wanted to come here, and literally we were driving over towards it and I had a lump in my throat. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it is just, oh my God.
Well, you're telling a little Porky because we've been driving towards it for the past hour and she only realised it was the Rockies the past 20 minutes.
But I knew it was in the area.
She's like, that's amazing. It almost looks like the Rockies. It's like, what? Wait a second.
What do you think we are? But yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Literally, it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in terms of mountains. It's just, look at it. And we haven't even touched the surface yet. We've literally just got here. So look at old Rexy boy all fixed in the background with his new tyres.
He handled off-road getting up here really well. We're not in like a completely secluded spot, but it's the Rockies and it's tourist season, so
I'm not complaining.
we've got some folks camped out over there. And we've got our own nice little spot here with a fire pit.
And we wake up to this, so look at that view.
It's insane. You can also see that haze over there as well. And that's all from wildfires. And apparently it's one of their worst years. Which is just engulfing this side of the country in kind of like this smog, and you can just about see where it's a bit clearer to the south over there. It's mad, but even though it's a little bit hazy, it's still amazingly beautiful. And there's loads of wood in this place. Obviously it's the Rockies, but that's going to make having this fire later on a bit easier.
Good morning. So we made it to the Rockies and they are absolutely breathtaking, just insane, so beautiful, really. One thing we have found though, it is full of tourists. So we've just been into the tourist information and we asked where the less populated areas were for tourists, and they did say that people are not going down there because there are lots of bears, and we were like, yes, we want to go down there, and we bought a map for it. So today we are going to get the kayak. Where are we going today? What was the area called?
You know I don't know how to say it. It's Kananaskis. I'll explain later. Anyway, we're going there. It's got two lakes, an upper and a lower, and we think the upper lake we're able to use the kayak on, which we just bought. So we're going to spend the afternoon kayaking, which will be really sweet, and then find somewhere out the way tonight to chillax.
Yes.
Wish us luck.
It actually looks pretty good. It's pretty strong. So, yeah.
We got flares. Come on into the waves. We've reached the North Shore, and it turns out there aren't any grizzlies here.
Well,
yeah.
It's looking quite specific.
You're just exhausted from all the rowing. We decided to stay another day. Can't remember if we told you that or not. So yesterday we tackled the lower lake of Kananaskis, and today we're going to tackle the upper lake. And the upper lake is actually a reservoir. Now the reason why we're doing that is because all the way around the edges here has been grizzly bear activity. So maybe it's a bit hot, but maybe we can see them down by the water. We'll give it a shot, all from the safety of our boat. I love this kayak.
It's great.
So we're on the far side of Upper Lake, and we're on an island called Hawke Island. Now we picked this island because of two things. One, has a really good 360-degree view of all the shores, where hopefully we can see some grizzlies, which we haven't yet, and also because of that valley. Now that's a hidden valley from all the other spots where the other tourists are. So we didn't even know that existed until we bought an ordnance survey map and could see that the only way to look up that valley was from this island. It's beautiful. There's also a lake over there called Hidden Lake that you wouldn't be able to access unless you took an old hiking trail, which is closed because there's so much grizzly activity at the minute. Beautiful. God, if we had a bit more time, I'd love to go exploring over there.
We're going to head back to camp shortly and hopefully pick up a couple of beers on the way, and we've got a really nice camp spot tonight right on the lake. So yeah, probably not leaving this space anytime soon.
One of the most beautiful places we have been to in Canada.
Beautiful.
Look at this place. Today's the day. We have to leave this place, Kananaskis. Is that how you say it? Which is a right shame, but we're probably thinking that our mates that we're supposed to have met 2 days ago are probably worrying about us because there's no signal in this valley whatsoever. So we're going to try and head back to civilization, find somewhere outside a national park tonight just to chill out, and then tomorrow try and meet up with Grace and Jack. I don't think Banff is really all that at all, because everywhere you go there's just closed campsites, and this is in season. It's early season, but it's still in season, and on the few campsites that are open you've got massive queues like this. So you spend your entire day trying to find somewhere to pitch, being told you can't pitch there, eventually being told you can pitch somewhere, you go there and then you can't pitch there. And it's not like they don't have enough campgrounds. There's loads of campgrounds, yeah, they're just closed.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the ones, as you say, the ones that are open are full. You've got crazy queues to get in them.
We are staying the night in Lake Louise campground. Now this is the only campground close enough to Lake Moraine. Now Lake Louise is what Banff is all about. Everyone says, you know, it's all those Instagram and Google photos that really sell it. We're not really convinced because there's a lot of tourists here, and for us that isn't really something that appeals to us. It might be beautiful, but as soon as you got 12,000 people there with cameras, it ain't really that pretty, and it's not really what this trip's about. However, this is the closest campground to the next nearest lake, which is Lake Moraine.
Guys, check this out, Lake Moraine. How beautiful is that? Absolutely stunning, that water. We had a choice, it's either Lake Louise or Lake Moraine, and we chose this one because it was less touristy. Kind of less touristy. There are quite a few people down there waiting for their photo opportunity. So we climbed quite high just so we could get the viewpoint, and it was 100% worth it.
Trouble is with the Banff area is it's just so touristy now. You just can't get away from them, and they're all tour bus tourists as well, so they're not ones that will A, respect the environment, or B, stop taking photos for 5 minutes so everyone else can enjoy the site. However, we have decided to go for a hike, haven't we?
We have. So where are we heading? Is it somewhere in that area?
We're going to try and split between, I'm not sure if these guys can see, that peak up there and that peak over there. We're going to go straight through the middle. And we've picked that route because we think it's medium difficulty, which means most of the tour bus tourists won't be able to make it up the hill.
Fingers crossed.
This is beauts. Fortunately, Nick's had to head back down because the altitude was a little bit too much for her. gophers everywhere. Feel like I made it. Oh, I did make it. I want to do that. God damn it. I don't even think I can get up there. My plan was actually to get to the top all the way over there. But I think you've actually got to approach it from the other side and then literally ski down it on your bum. I think they just sat on their backpacks and went down. So it looks like that's out of it for me. But this place is beautiful.
After my terrible attempt at a hike this morning, we did actually get out again. So Joel came back from the mountain and he wanted to go out again. Don't know where that boy gets his energy from. Anyway, we did, and it was lovely, and it was kind of nice to check out the lake a little bit more. So we are heading towards Jasper, and we've been really excited about Jasper actually because it's a little less touristy than Banff, which works for us, and we've heard it's just as beautiful. So yeah, really looking forward to that. We are heading towards the Icefields Parkway, which I think is a glacier, so hopefully we get to check that out tomorrow. And in the meantime, we're going to try and get some Bare Overland camping spots to get away from the campsites. So yeah, should be good.
This is just insane. So we finally found our spot for the evening, which is great. We're just outside of Parkway National Park, probably a kilometre or half a kilometre from the nearest road, so you can just about hear the big trucks, but that's it. So that's the view of the Parkway Mountains down the end there. We've got our very own view of whatever these mountains are right here. A lovely little river that I'm going to give a dab hand at fishing at, and a nice little fire pit for Nick's.
I love finding spots like this. This is what makes it worthwhile. No campsites, just somewhere off the track, off the beaten track, off grid, no tourists, probably a few bears, but we haven't seen them yet, and just beautiful scenery.
I've just got a new high score on snake.
You don't play snake.
I'm trying to figure out the name of this river and I don't know what it is. A river.
A river. And that brings us to the end of our 6th video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, hit subscribe and share.
And in next week's video, we finish up where we left off in that cool little off-grid spot. And then we're going to be heading through the Icefields Parkway, doing a really wicked hike there, and then ending up in Jasper, where we actually spend a good week, don't we?
We do, and I actually managed to keep up on the hike, which is a first.
See you later, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Now I know I'm not someone who's had any luck with fishing before, but why not? I farted as I threw it.